Good morning, everybody. Just a reminder, everybody is on mute, and we will give people a chance to speak later on. Not everybody will be able to speak, but you know, again, answer in the chat room. Amanda has a poll question she's gonna put out to you guys right now, so check that out.
Yes, just while everybody's settling in, we wanted to ask you guys about week 1 live. Did you guys have a good time? Thumbs up, yeah? Yeah. So we wanted to know what your favorite days were. So if you could help answer that question for me, that would be awesome. But good morning, everybody. Happy to see you. Happy Monday. See Riley and Kyle, Lisa, Caroline, a whole bunch of friends here today. Marletta. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys for answering.
All right. We're going to start off with my intro. So let's do it, Tyler.
Okay, here we go. Updated intro this week.
Yeah. For those who haven't seen it, it's fantastic.
Has been yet another sighting of the creature that some people are now calling Harry.
Harry? When does he have a name?
Since right now.
Wow. For your all.
Oh.
Just to call him Harry. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, warm Scottish welcome to Harry.
That was fantastic, by the way. I know it was I know that it was a little delayed, at least on my end, but welcome everybody to the Harry Hour. That intro was done by Tyler Crockmall. Please give him a round of applause for that. So today I have my athlete co-host, Stephanie Ching. We will have our special guest today from Special Olympics Southern California, but I'm going to let Stephanie later on do that introduction. And we also have Raquel Talent of Talent Nutrition, who is going to be showing us a 7-layer dip later on that Stephanie is going to be making with her later. So Raquel, thank you for being here. A few things before we get started. One, next week the Harry Hour is going to be at 1:30 p.m.
Okay,
It is going to be the opening ceremony day of Special Olympics Nevada, and we're going to be doing a workout with Coach Jenny next week. So again, remember 1:30 next week, not 11 o'clock. I want to talk about a few of my favorite things that I've seen throughout the week.
Till 1 p.m.
If you guys have some favorite things off of Facebook that you've seen throughout the week, put them in the chat room. Anything that you want to talk about, put it in the chat room. But I want to give a shout out to Caroline from Washoe County, who is keeping up with the Motivation Monday, Health Tip Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Thankful Thursdays. So I want to give a shout out to
Friday.
her. Flex It Friday. I want to give a shout out to her for keeping that up. Also, shout out Lakeisha Taylor. Also, my question over the weekend was, would you rather have chicken parm or fettuccine Alfredo? I appreciate all of your responses to that.
Or tomato sauce.
Or tomato sauce. There's no
Yeah.
tomato sauce in either one of them, Stephanie.
I can eat
Oh,
the
yeah.
cream sauce. So
Chicken
yeah.
parm. There is tomato sauce in chicken parm. So
Yeah.
you would probably pick chicken parm, not fettuccine Alfredo, right?
Some people does, but some people doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, that's
And
true.
just to give you guys a heads up, I did not choose either of those. I went with chicken pesto with vegetable noodles because they didn't even have fettuccine. They didn't even have fettuccine Alfredo where I went on the menu. So I had to choose chicken pesto with vegetable noodles, which was
You
fantastic.
should just mix yourself. Yeah.
So, all right. So want to just give a shout out. So if you have not registered for virtual summer games, last night was the last day to register for virtual summer games. So I'm sorry for those who didn't register, but registration is closed. So be ready for, if you did register for virtual summer games, get ready for training and competition. Nevada virtual summer games is next week. So we have, you know, our fitness competition along with the off-camera competitions, basketball, soccer, track and field, and swimming. And then I know you guys are excited for the question of the day. So I want you guys to think about where you want to travel, any country in the world. Think about what country you want to go to. And then think about this question. Would you rather have a free first-class plane ticket to where you want to go? Or would you rather have a free hotel stay in a 5-star hotel, all the amenities, all of that, all of the stuff that you can get out of a hotel? Would you rather have that? So would you rather have a free plane ticket or a free hotel stay? Think about it, put it in the chat. We'll discuss it later. But now I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie to introduce our special guest today. All right, Stephanie, take it away.
Thank you, Harry. Let me tell you something about our guest today. He is an athlete leader who served as spokesman and global messenger for the 2015 World Games, as well as on-air broadcaster for ESPN in 2015 and 2017. Born with an intellectual disability and a cleft palate, which left him with slurred and subtle speech, Dustin found it difficult to make friends with other kids. His struggles came with the additional burden of an unstable home life, moving often from home to home and family member to family member. Currently, he is active in the community and works with the teens with and without disabilities in a social, educational, mentoring, and athletics program at the Lakewood Recreation Center in SoCal. He also coaches and teaches basic sports skills to children ages 3 to 5, as well as being an athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is Dustin Plunkett.
Thank you, Stephanie, for that great introduction, and it's great to be here today. And thanks, Harry, for inviting me to be on your show. And love the show last week with Loretta. It was an excellent job. Very well done.
Oh, thank you. All right, Stephanie, go ahead with your questions.
What have you been doing to stay active during this time?
During this time to stay active, I've been very involved in doing our Healthy Lifestyle Challenge we have going for Espn Southern California We started it in April, and now we're into our summer healthy lifestyle challenge. We have daily challenges around fitness and nutrition and strong minds as well. It's really great to have all of our athletes take part in this, see us stay active and all that. On top of that, I go out and walk my dog every day. It's one of my highlights of the day, where I get to get out and go for a walk and bring my dog with me. And then to meet people and still have people interaction and all that, which we all love to do as athletes, is interact with other people outside of our families. I'll also go out and drive for Lyft and take people around wherever they need to go and all that. So I get to interact with some people during that time.
Hey, Dustin, can you tell us about your experience being a broadcaster for ESPN during the World Games?
That is a great question, Stephanie. My experience was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I was heading into it being nervous because I knew it would be live in front of millions across the world. So I was very nervous, and my first meeting with the team from ESPN was outstanding. We go through an 8-hour-long production meeting, and I'm just sitting there in the room with the likes of Kevin Nagandi, Lindsay Zarniak, Marty Smith, and all these ESPN greats, Jeremy Schaap, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, I'm in the same room with the guys that I watch every single day on SportsCenter and everything like that. So I was in awe. And then it gets toward the tail end of the meeting, and they're like, oh yeah, Dustin, we want you to speak to the team. And I'm like, speak to the team about what? They're like, about Special Olympics. They get it. They get why we're here, and they get motivated to do this, to work hard the next week and a half. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I get out there and I start talking about Special Olympics. I talk about how important it is for people with intellectual disabilities to be heard and everything like that. It's just amazing time. And right after I get done sharing my story about how Special Olympics is not just life-changing, but life-saving because of our Healthy Athletes program, the very first person that came out to me was Victoria Arlen. And she signed the same contract that I signed with ESPN to be one of the commentators and all that. And we just clicked and we hit it off. And this is the person who competed in the Paralympics and was a gold medal swimmer in the 2012 London Games, and how we connected and bonded on such a same level as people with disabilities and all that, and the same struggles we had in life were very similar paths and everything. But one of the greatest lessons that I learned while working with ESPN is how to become a true broadcaster, how to become a producer and produce behind the scenes. Like I got to see a lot of behind the scenes work, and then also the writing of scripts and how we have how the talent has a final word on like what they want to say and what they want to have in their own script. It was very rewarding and a great experience overall.
So Dustin, between you and me, who's your favorite ESPN broadcaster?
Harry, that's a great question, and I honestly cannot say. But if I have to choose now, and I had to say one, it would definitely be Victoria Arlen. Now that she's hired on full time with him.
Oh, nice! I love ESPN. Sorry, Stephanie, I had to jump in there and ask that question.
That's okay, Harry. I'll 3 more. That's it. One of many things that we have in common is that we are both global health messengers. Why is it important for our fellow athletes, Special Olympics athletes, to learn about their own health and how to take care of it?
That is a very great question, Stephanie. It is one thing that I've been thinking about now for a while. Since I saw that question, I'm just going, how am I going to really answer this? But it is a 2-part answer for me. The main part is our Healthy Athletes program. I always tell every single athlete, every single parent, staff person, board member, coach, volunteer, whoever it is, we can have the best medical insurance out there. But will our doctor be trained to work with us? Will they be able to ask us the right question in a simple way that we can give an answer going, I have pain here, or describe what's going on to them. 90% of the time, no. They just go and they're like, oh, here's a Band-Aid for your thing, and I'll see you next time. But in healthy athletes, they go above and beyond that. They relate with us. They communicate to us, and not our coach, not our parent, and all that stuff. So they find out and they find the problems for us. That's why everybody on this call needs to go by healthy athletes. They will see anybody and everybody. Get a hearing test, get your teeth checked. It is remarkable to see all the great stories and how life-changing it is for our athletes and all that. But personally, on the health side of it, is the Fun Fitness program is a great way to stay active, find out the strength and conditioning exercises that you can do every single day to stay healthy. Health promotion teaches you how to read a label, and making sure that you're eating the right food and not the wrong food with the hidden sugars and everything like that in there. Also educate you on drinking more water rather than soda and all that stuff. So there's many great tips that you can learn in the Healthy Athletes program and everything like that.
What are you doing in your own community to spread the word of health?
What am I doing in my own community to spread the word of health? That is another great question. And to be honest, I'm not doing much. I need to be doing more in my own community, especially in my own neighborhood, because not a lot of people know in my neighborhood that I am a special mix athlete and that I have been on ESPN, that I'm doing all this stuff. So I definitely need to get out and talk more with my neighbors and encourage them to do the same thing and get out there. But due to COVID-19 and all that, we really can't go that extra mile right now. But once this thing is over, I plan to bringing out a hydration station to my sidewalk and have everybody just come by for an educational experience and teach them the importance of hydration and drinking more water and how to infuse it with fruit to make it taste better, and stay away from the sodas and the alcohol drinks and everything like everybody goes to during this time to cope with what's going on in the world.
Hey, Stephanie, before you ask your last question, I have one for Dustin. Hey, Dustin, do you have a story to share of your own experience during Healthy Athletes and how it has, impacted you?
Great question, Harry. And yes, I do have a very personal experience. That's why I always say I love Special Olympics, but where my heart is in the Healthy Athletes program. It was when I was 10 years old, I had a bad dental experience. They did a root canal using push pins on one of my teeth and wound up shattering it, causing me so much pain. And I'm just like, I'm never going to go see a dentist ever again, because dentist equals pain. And it was about 2004. My coach came up to me and he goes, "Hey, Dustin, are you in any pain at all?" And I'm like, "No, why?" And he goes, "Your cheeks are so swollen that it looks like your mouth is in pain and everything." And I'm like, "No, I feel fine." He goes, "Well, you're going to come with me to Healthy Athletes." I'm like, "What is Healthy Athletes?" And he's like, "It's a group of volunteer professionals, dentists, and all this, like pedometers, all these things." And he goes, "You're going to come and see a dentist with me. All they're going to ask you to do is open your mouth so they can look inside. They won't do any work on your teeth or anything like that. But you just got to come down there and get them to look at it." I'm like, "Okay, I can do that. As long as they look and no work is done, I'm good." So I get the Healthy Special Smiles. A volunteer student there is looking at my teeth and just stops and calls over the professional dentist, and he comes over and starts looking and stops all of a sudden too. And he goes, "Dustin, you got something wrong here, wrong in your mouth, but we don't know what it is. And we strongly encourage you to go get follow-up care right away." And I look over at my coach and I'm like, I don't have a dentist that I trust. I don't have a dentist that I know that knows how to work with me. And he goes, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Here's an address. Just be there Monday at 11. I was like, "Okay, I can do that." I get there, show up Monday at 11. The dentist does x-rays and everything, goes back into his room and looks at the x-rays for a couple minutes. And he comes back in 2 minutes later and he says, "Dustin, brace yourself. I got some bad news for you, but don't worry about it. I know how to fix it." and he goes on to tell me that I had gum cancer forming in the upper left side of my mouth. And if it would have just went one more month longer, I wouldn't be alive today, sharing my $1 million smile. That is why Healthy Athletes is not just life-changing, but it's a life-saving organization and all that. That's why I encourage everybody to go buy Healthy Athletes, because you never know what is wrong until a professional doctor who is trained to work with people with intellectual disabilities looks over you and makes sure you're okay to go.
That is definitely $1 million smile there, Dustin. So thanks for sharing that. I think that, you know, a lot of our athletes, you know, they go through it, and, you know, they learn their information and all of that, but they don't really know the impact of our healthy athletes. They just think, oh, Harry or my coach is telling me to go through, so I'm just going to go do it. But I want them to know that, you know, it really does save lives, and it does help them learn how to take care of themselves. So,
yeah, and well, another thing for the athletes on the call, if like I know a lot of athletes are scared to go see a doctor. If you've been to Healthy Athletes, go grab a friend and go grab a teammate of yours and go through Healthy Athletes with them, because they won't go through it unless they feel safe and comfortable with somebody. A great prime example is I was in the Winter World Games in Boise, Idaho, 2009, and we did a young athletes demonstration. Then we took them by Healthy Athletes, and there was a 9-year-old girl that I connected with, and she's like, I don't want to go see a dentist. I don't want to open my mouth for a dentist. And I'm like, hey, if I do it, will you follow me and do the same thing? She's like, yeah. She grabs my hand and I take her around, and her mom goes, that's the first time ever she did something for the dentist ever in her entire life. And it was because of me and how comfortable I made her feel. So we as athletes have power to get our teammates to go to the same thing. So I encourage you guys to do the same thing.
awesome. Thank you. I think Stephanie has one more question for you, right, Stephanie?
Right. How was your experience with the first virtual summer games?
My experience with our first virtual summer games here in Southern California was a great one. I got to be a part of every GOC call leading up to it. I got to be a part of the group, the staff who planned it all out. And we got to MC our Breakfast with Champions event Saturday morning. But we wanted to make sure that we could get everybody involved: athletes, volunteers, coaches, board members, donors, sponsors, everybody involved. So we made our dance Saturday night inclusive of everybody. We gave everybody either the Zoom link or the Facebook Live link or the YouTube link, and we all just had fun dance party for 2 hours of Saturday night, heading up by our great volunteers, Sean and Sarah Robertson, which I know Northern California and Nevada knows them, so they go and do their summer games as well. So it's great to see how they keep all of us in the loop and keep us all energized and going. So Sean has been our DJ for countless amount of years here in Southern California. They just had the great music and got us all involved in dancing and having a great time.
Awesome. I was able to sign in to the SoCal virtual summer dance, and it was amazing just to see everybody dancing, and the DJs wearing those crazy hats and putting, you know, playing the music, trying to take requests and all of that. So that was great. Dustin, do you have any questions for Stephanie at all?
Yes, I do. I got a couple of questions for Stephanie. Stephanie,
Sure.
The first question I have for you is, what have you learned about Special Olympics as a board member for Northern California?
That is a good question. I'm kind of happy to become a board member since it's in 2012, by 7 years. I did not know that I wanted to be on board of directors, but it's really important to me, and I love Special Olympics a lot. Since in 1990, that's when I started Special Olympics at elementary school, and that's where it will be held, right there. And I met my best friend, Lindsay Niebach, and that's how we met. And I was on the tricycle race when they were starting up Special Olympics, and I did not know that. That's when Eunice Kennedy Shriver usually started it before that, and that's why I did not know it's a Special Olympics.
Wow. So you've become the voice. So you've helped become the voice of athletes in Northern California to kind of share your experiences with the other board members to help the program be more catered to the athletes. And
but someone wants to ask me, say, do you want to be on a Special Olympics of Northern California?
Yeah.
And the truth is, I do. I love Special Olympics a lot. I love doing sports.
Yeah.
Since I was 3 years old, I did not know any of the sports. I never learned. The one I did not learn is how to swim underneath the water. But I can't. But I'd rather do walking on top of the water instead of underneath.
All right.
Because I got
Stephanie, I think Dustin has another
holes
question.
in my ears, and that's why I can't.
Yeah, I think Dustin has another question for you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephanie, the last question I have for you is, why did you want to become a health messenger?
Why I want to become a health messenger? Oh, I have that question. Oh, here we go. Got it. As a health messenger, I am trained to be a health leader. We need inclusive health. We have to make healthcare fair and just for everyone, including people with intellectual disabilities. I have to submit an application and a video, and Special Olympics Northern California also had to prefer me, and I went to Washington, D.C. to train for 2 days.
Awesome.
Because I'm a huge into health and fitness. Because I've been doing a lot of exercising.
Great. Thanks, Stephanie. Dustin, do you have anything else?
No, I do not. Thank you.
All right. Hey, Stephanie, while
yes.
Do you want to transition over to your kitchen and get
Sure.
set up real quick?
Sure.
And then Dustin, we're going to open it up for people to ask you questions. The first question I saw was from Daniel B. He wanted to know if you did sports during your high school career, during your high school time.
Thanks, Daniel, for your question. I did not do any sports in high school. The only sports I did was I was on the school volleyball team in elementary school, and I was on a roller hockey team in middle school.
As a Special Olympics athlete, what is your favorite sport to compete in, train and compete?
My favorite sport was golf. Then it became softball because my softball team got to compete in the 2018 USA Games in Seattle, where we brought home Special Olympics Southern California's first medal in that sport. So it's pretty cool to bring home the silver medal.
Oh, nice. What was your favorite thing about the 2018 USA Games?
Oh, favorite thing about the 2018 USA Games was bonding with the other softball teams from all around the country. It was amazing to see how the unified and traditional teams bonded together inside and outside the competition. So it was very cool to see us bond, and it's like how we had brothers and sisters from other states and all that. Our best competition was from Special Olympics, Ohio. And it was really cool to see how our two teams bonded so much, where we went up and we received our medals together and all that. So it's pretty cool opportunities to happen.
Oh, nice. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, well, okay. So Taylor Handel, we asked the question of what your favorite experience was, but what was it like? What was it like competing against the other teams? Were you intimidated? Were you nervous?
When I first got there, I was kind of nervous because this was the first time I competed outside of Southern California. So I was very nervous to see what the level of competition was that we were be up against. But it really woke us up right when our first game came out of the gates. We were playing South Dakota, and they put 8 runs on the board in the very first inning. And we come out the bat, we're like, oh my God, how are we going to compete and keep up with this team? But little did we know, we held our own and we came back to win the game 9-8 in the last inning. So it's really great to see how we overcome the nerves and everything together as a team to win the game and all that.
Nice. What position do you play?
First base and pitcher.
Oh, nice. All right. Stephanie.
Yes.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
So Dustin, me and you are going to hang out while Raquel and Stephanie make this 7-layer dip, and then we'll get to the end and have everybody let us know whether they'd rather have a free hotel or a free plane ticket anywhere. So let me introduce to you guys Raquel Talent from Talent Nutrition. She is here to show us a great 7-layer dip. I will probably get really hungry during this and probably go and get a 7-layer dip from the store so I can have something to eat. But I'm going to turn it over to Raquel. Thank you for joining us. Oh, let me unmute you. Hold on. We're going to unmute you. I thought she was unmuted. There you go. You're unmuted. Yep. Thanks, Raquel, for being here.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
And introduce your little co-chef with you.
This is my co-chef, Rocco. He's also my 1-year-old son. All right. So we're going to get started. Can you guys see these? Okay. So we're going to start with the refried beans. Okay. All right. Let's see. Be careful when you open these. I've cut myself before. It doesn't feel good. So I like to know. Use a spoon so you don't cut yourself. Okay. All right, so this is a 16-ounce can. We're gonna dump it all in here. If you don't want to make as much, you could do half the can. Or if you're ever making this for a lot of people, you could double it. So it just depends how many servings you want, but we're gonna do 1 can.
I have a feeling this is going to be a snack for your kids throughout today.
Probably. The one thing that's easy about this is you really don't actually have to cook. You're really more doing a little bit of prep and mixing. So you'll smooth it down. You can also too, if it's easier for you, if you have a rectangular container, that works really well too. But you're basically just gonna smooth it so that it's gonna be able to put layers on top of it. All right, so next step, we're gonna make the guacamole. All right, so I have the avocados. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to cut them, put them in the bowl, and then Rocco's gonna mash. So the way I like to get the avocados mashed, sometimes you get avocados and they're not so great inside. That's what's happening right now. Yeah, so we're gonna do some of those. Let's see if this one's better. All right. So get the pits out and remove the green from the skin. I like to use a spoon, but whatever works. All right, so we're gonna scoop the green out. All right, you ready? Rocco's gonna take a fork here and mash it so that it gets like creamy. And I'm gonna get the darker parts out of here.
Raquel, what's healthy about avocados?
Oh, there's a lot. One is fiber. Fiber helps keep your digestive system healthy. Also, it's good for heart health as well. It has potassium, which is a mineral that our bodies need and we often don't get enough of. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals in avocados. So they have a lot of really good, they're also a healthy fat. So avocados do have some fats in them, but it's the kind that's associated with like anti-inflammatory effects and heart health.
Okay.
I'm going to keep putting the rest of these in there while I get out. Beans are beans are a good plant protein. So they give you some protein. They're also going to give you fiber. And they're a plant food. So they also are loaded with vitamins and minerals that our body needs.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Stephanie, how are you doing over there?
Good. This is the avocado right here.
Oh, hers came pre-smashed.
Yeah, so you can also, like, you could purchase pre-made guacamole for this part too.
Yeah.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Either way, it's the same nutritional value, whether you cut them open or it comes pre-packaged already, right?
For the most part. I would read the ingredients when you buy something packaged because there's a lot of products out there. So you never know. Some products will add a bunch of other stuff. But if you can try and find where it's basically avocado and maybe like a lime juice, sometimes they will add things like jalapeno, and that's okay. But I would stay away if you see added sugar in the ingredients list. That I would try and avoid. Now they're just adding a bunch of stuff that you don't really need. All right, so Rocco got this all mashed with his fork. All right, so for those of you doing it at home, I like to put a little bit of lime. It gives you some vitamin C and some flavor, but it also helps prevent the avocado from browning as quickly.
Oh.
When it browns the next day, it's not actually bad. It's called oxidation. So it's been exposed to oxygen, and the avocados tend to brown really easily. So this just helps it not do that a little. But if yours does, it doesn't mean it's bad. All right, so then we're going to spread the guacamole on top of the bean dip, or on top of the beans, sorry.
Rocco, good job on smashing the avocados, man.
Thank you.
You can talk too, Rocco.
No. All of a sudden they're so quiet.
I know, right?
It's not normal. All right. So let's see, we got that one. So here we go so far. Okay, so next is, so normally you'd see sour cream, but instead of sour cream, I use plain Greek yogurt. You could use any plain Greek yogurt. This is one of the brands I like. And the reason I do this is you get a lot more nutrients in this. So this has a lot of protein in it. It also has some calcium and some potassium. When you use sour cream, for the most part, you're just getting calories and some fat. You don't get the other stuff. So I oftentimes will substitute Greek yogurt for mayo or sour cream in recipes. So we're just gonna this a little bit. We wouldn't have to do this, but we're gonna do a half a cup of the Greek yogurt. And again, you can always use more or less of the ingredients if you like a little more of something or a little less of something. And then we're gonna put a little bit of chili powder in. So I use regular because the kids don't like real spicy, but if you like spicy, you could get something spicier.
I know that Stephanie was gonna do everything but the chili powder.
Yeah.
Right, Stephanie?
Right, Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. This is one we got from like a little boutique shop. And I accidentally used this once and my kids couldn't eat any of the food. We did tacos or something.
Hey man, I'm with you. I'm not into spicy stuff either.
So I didn't mean to, but yeah, so my husband and I had to eat all that.
Oh darn, oh darn.
We're also gonna squeeze a little lime in here too for some flavor. Do you wanna mix it? All right, so Rocco's gonna mix it up.
Rocco, when you start your own cooking show, remember where you started it at on the Harry Hour, okay? You have to give me props on that.
Harry, shout out when you have your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom will be mixing up the stuff for you while you're talking then next time.
Be my manager.
Yeah. Right now you're a manager. Next step, agent.
Although I don't know if I should have to pay you 10%.
Oh yeah, you maybe 20. It's you get 80.
All right. Not trying to have contract negotiations right now.
He's gonna have no shame.
Yeah,
Charging me.
That's awesome.
My little entrepreneur. All right, so we're layering this on top of the guacamole now. Again, I'm gonna kind of spread it out so that it sits nicely. This is our third layer. Okay. So now we've got that one.
Oh, nice. Nice. Stephanie, how's yours looking?
Right here.
Oh, nice. All right.
Am I doing the right recipe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next, we're gonna do the cheese, shredded cheese. Again, it can be. I like the Mexican blend, but it could really be any shredded cheese. You could also shred your own if you like to buy the block. You just have to grate it to shred it. But this is easier for me, so I do this. And you could measure it. I just like to kind of eyeball it so that the cheese covers the bottom layer. I took Rocco's job, sorry.
Just make sure she puts enough cheese on there, Rocco.
Now I owe him 30%. Hey, you should give me some back because you have to do less work.
Yeah, but you took my wall.
All right. So let's show you. All right. So now I got the cheese on there.
Nice.
All right. So grab the lettuce. Some recipes will put salsa. You could if you want. I'm not a huge fan of like jarred salsas. But when we get to the next, I'll tell you an option I do like. For this one, we are going to do lettuce as the next one. Now, we always wash our hands before we start. I rinsed this because I figured you guys didn't want to like watch me wash and chop lettuce. So now we're going to put just enough. You don't have to use all that to cover the cheese. So I rinsed it really well, and then I cut it so that it's, you know, not really big pieces, but you could use bigger pieces. So the lettuce is it gives you some color. It's also gonna give you more fiber, more different vitamins, different minerals. So we keep adding the nutrients into this dip when we use vegetables. Maybe a little more.
So much up. Now you're only 31%.
All right.
Forget
Does that
about
look
30,
good?
30. Yeah.
All right. So that's our lettuce layer. What is that? 5. Layer 5. All right.
7.
Now we have 6 and 7. So we're using fresh tomatoes. So these were just cherry tomatoes, so the smaller ones. You can either cut them in halves or quarters. So like I cut one into quarters. But either one works. I'll put them on top. So for this step, you guys could also buy like a pico de gallo. So, or you could make your own. It's typically tomato, onion, and cilantro mixed together and diced really small. So that would work really well in here. Or you could just do tomato. I usually do add like a green onion, but I don't have any. So,
Oh, it's a tragedy.
all right. Yeah, I might as well just dump them all in. Okay, so now we have our tomato, the 6th layer. And time for the last one. So for this, these are olives. You know what? So these are a green olive. I always mess up the pronunciation. Castelvetrano?
Castelvetrano.
So they're like a bright.
Or black olives.
Or black olives.
Yes, but exactly. So the black olives work really well. I took them and sliced them so that they're smaller. There you can go. You could do them whole, though. I've seen them whole as well. So black or green, or if you don't like olives, you don't have to add them. Olives they're another healthy fat, though, just like avocado. So these have some good stuff in them as well. All right. Oh, careful. All right. So there are our olives.
We're forgetting the very end.
And then to eat this, I mean, you could just spoon it out, I guess, but I like to use either tortilla chips, or you can even make, if you want more of like a meal rather than a snack.
No whipped cream on a 7-layer dip. That would
No.
make it 8 layers, but I don't really see whipped cream on a 7-layer dip.
You could also make a wrap out of it. So like these are whole wheat tortillas. You could just spoon this out, put it in the middle, and roll it.
Oh,
and
nice.
then you could have a wrap.
Oh, what do you have, Stephanie?
What kind of chip?
Oh, chips. Okay, tortilla chips. Nice. All
Yeah.
right.
So either one work well. You could kind of one day a snack you could do, or you could even make nachos. So you could put your tortilla chips on a plate and then spoon the dip over them.
Oh, all right, Rocco, go ahead and taste it. Get that taste test.
You don't have to. He doesn't like the top 3 layers.
Or they.
Here.
Oh.
You want to taste the bottom part? Yeah. Yes.
So Raquel, like with your kids being young, you know, they may like stopping at McDonald's or, Wendy's and stuff like that. How do you kind of suggest healthier options at a fast food spot?
I'm gonna try it. So sorry, he was putting the bag, so I couldn't hear you. Healthier options for fast food?
What would be healthy options for fast food if our athletes happen to stop by there? Do you have any suggestions on that?
Yeah, so for like if you're going more the Mexican-ish style like this, Cafe Rio, Chipotle, they have some good options. You just want to watch, I'd say, the sauces and stuff that you put on top of it. That's where a lot of those empty calories are going to come from. So things like the sour cream, but like at Cafe Rio, I love their shredded chicken salad. So it's, and it's pretty much all vegetables and the shredded chicken. If you can find a whole grain option, so sometimes you can pick brown rice instead of white rice. That's going to be better for most people. Same with tortillas, like whole wheat over white. Also things like El Pollo Loco has some. I've had a couple clients that was their lunch option almost every day during work. So we went through the menu and I was able to find quite a few options on their menu that were, really helpful. So I think it's just kind of learning about the ingredients. So things like beans and chicken without the skin, whole grain when possible. If you can get some sort of vegetable in there, that's going to be helpful. And then just watch the overall calories. A lot of the menus now will have, things under 500 calories like that. So unless you're burning a lot of calories from your workouts in the day, I would say stick to that menu.
Okay. We do have a special guest there in Stephanie's corner there. There's that, her niece and her mom. One question that we have from Elena is how she wants to know, how would somebody get their potassium back to normal level?
When they say normal, did they have low potassium?
Probably. It was just a question that she had. So maybe what are the good things to have for potassium if your level is low?
Yeah, so higher potassium foods, you're going to have like bananas, oranges, avocados, tomatoes, especially tomato sauces. So like a tomato sauce for pasta or pizza, that actually is higher in potassium than just a couple tomato slices. Dairy has some potassium, so like milk, yogurt, cheese, those are potassiums. Really trying to get in, I would say at least 2 to 3 servings of fruit, 3 to 5 servings of vegetables per day will help you meet your potassium needs, because a lot of potassium foods, with the exception of dairy, are coming from your fruits and vegetables. Now, for someone who has low potassium, sometimes it depends why. There's different reasons why someone could have low potassium. And if it's something, it's not always related to diet. So that's something you would want to meet with a dietitian, your doctor, and discuss to see why the potassium levels were low.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Rocco, how was the chips with the dip?
I want more.
All right. I'm pretty sure you'll eat the rest of it as soon as we sign off. But as you guys know, we usually put out a question of the day. Today's question was, think of a country, and would you rather think of a country that you want to go to? Would you rather have a free plane ticket or a free hotel room? So, Raquel and Rocco, where would you go, and would you rather have a free plane ride or a free hotel stay?
I'd go to Italy, and I'd rather have a free penthouse hotel stay.
Why is that?
Why hotel over plane?
I don't know, because I stay in it longer.
Yeah? Huh? That's a good thought there, Rocco. I never thought about that. Raquel, what about you?
Well, I'll stay in his penthouse in Italy, and then I'll take the first class ticket to Paris.
Yeah. All right.
You
Gotcha.
get your own penthouse, and if you stay in mine, I charge you tax.
Or New Zealand. I don't know.
That's funny. All right. Let's see. Rocco, can you are you guys on gallery mode or speaker mode?
Speaker.
So if you switch to gallery mode, you pick an athlete to answer the question.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
Just do it. You push
So which one are you picking?
Is it Homero?
No, wait.
Homero? Okay. Let's see where he's at. Where's Homer? Oh, there he is. Where'd Homero go?
I think he left.
Oh.
Homero, you there?
Went to use the restroom.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
Went
he's,
to use the restroom.
Oh, he went to use the restroom. Oh, here he comes.
Do a random air pick. Hi,
Hi, Homero.
Question for you.
Okay. Right here.
Homero, would you rather have a free plane ticket or a free hotel room?
Buddy, go ahead and answer his question.
Would you rather have a free hotel room or a free plane ticket?
Free ticket.
Yeah. Where would you go?
Hong Kong.
Where?
Hong Kong.
Oh, Hong Kong. Nice. All right, man. I'd go there too. You take the free plane ticket. I'll take the free hotel room.
yeah.
All right. Thanks, Homero. You have any questions? All right. Have a good day. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to our co-host, Stephanie.
Yes,
Stephanie,
Harry.
would you rather have a free hotel room or a free plane ticket?
I'll go for free plane ticket.
Where would you go?
I would like to go to Poland.
Poland. All right. Why do you want to go to Poland?
I want to learn some different types of languages.
Nice. Okay. All right. How did your dip turn out? Good?
It was excellent.
Nice.
Right here.
Make sure you share some with your mom and the baby, okay?
The baby cannot eat it right now.
Okay.
You want to see her?
Make sure you eat the baby share then. All right?
You want to see the baby?
Oh, there she is.
She's right
There she is.
here.
Look at that.
Hi.
Oh, nice.
No, don't pull.
What's the baby's name?
Isla.
Isla. All right. Well, hi, Isla. Hi, Susanna.
Hi, Katie.
All right. Hey, Stephanie, do you
Yes.
want to pick an athlete to answer the question?
Sure. I don't see anyone.
Oh, we'll have to put it on you have to put it on on gallery mode, but I'll pick one for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Lisa.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry, Lisa, can you unmute yourself again? No, it's not. You don't want to answer? You want to answer? No?
It won't let me.
Oh, there it goes. We can hear you now.
Hi,
Lisa,
Hi.
would you want a free plane ticket or a free hotel room?
A free hotel room.
free hotel, of course.
Free hotel? Where would you go?
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. Nice. Okay. I've never been to Myrtle Beach, so that would be a good place to go to.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us or for Raquel?
No,
All right, Lisa. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
thank you.
All right. Let's go back to the man, our guest from SoCal, Dustin. What's up, man?
How's it going?
All right. Would you rather have a free plane ticket or a free hotel room?
Free first class ticket all the way because I never flown first class before, so definitely take that ticket to Paris, France.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you can find cheap hotels in Paris to budget on, right?
Yeah, but then I also have no friends there, so I got a free room and board right there.
Oh, look at that. See? Maybe you fly somewhere where you know somebody and you can stay with them. That's a good idea, Dustin. Dustin, you got any questions for Raquel?
Yeah, Raquel, what's Rocco's favorite thing to cook that you helped him on?
Oh, hold on. Unmute. Hold on. We're working on it. Yeah. All right, Raquel, were you able to hear that question?
Yes.
What was Rocco's favorite thing?
To cook.
Oh, hold on.
Do something.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
To cook or to eat?
We'll go both.
To cook or to eat?
We'll go both.
Both.
I don't really cook anything.
What do you like helping me cook the best? He likes to make smoothies and eggs.
Yeah.
And desserts.
I can.
Don't we all?
Are you too? What do you like to cook? Ari wants to tell you.
I am not saying cook.
Oh, what do you like to eat? What's your favorite food?
Not saying eat.
Okay, what's your favorite food to eat?
Filet mignon.
Oh, all right. That's a tasty palate for a elementary kid there. All right.
Yeah, sushi. And sushi.
And sushi. All right. All right.
I'm in trouble.
Oh man. All right. All right. Thanks for joining us.
You'd rather a plane ticket?
Yeah, I get to choose my seat, and I actually pretty much go to Chicago.
Oh, go to Chicago. Ari, I feel like you were just in Chicago, so you would go back to Chicago?
Stay with the grandparents. But we're not. We're going to California.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to Seattle, Chicago again. California, Seattle, Chicago.
Oh,
That's
all
what
right.
we're going to.
Thanks, Ari. Good to
And
see
also,
you.
as you know,
Okay, last one.
have you ever had a boot at Check UN?
What?
So he's obsessed with Ellen's Game of Games. Ellen's game show. So one of the games is called Knocking Boots, and the boots kick them in their keister into the whatever.
Oh, well, I'll have to look that up, Ari.
One strike boots go back a tiny bit, two strikes a tiny bit more, and three strikes release the boot.
Oh man, thanks, Ari. Thanks for letting me know. I will check that out. Hey, thanks, Raquel. Dustin, you want to pick one more athlete?
Sure. I saw Cruz raise his hand in the chat, so
okay,
we'll go to Cruz.
Let's go to Cruz.
Yes.
Cruz, can you unmute yourself? Cruz may be frozen. I think he's frozen right now. So let's pick another one. Let's pick another person.
All right. I see Riley's been pretty active in chat, so we'll go Riley.
Okay, we'll go Riley. Where's Riley? Amanda, you see Riley? I don't see Riley. Oh, there he is. Okay. Riley, how you doing, Riley?
Hi, Harry.
Riley, would you want a free plane ticket or a free hotel stay?
I would like your free plane ticket to Paris, France.
Man, what is up with Paris, France? What is there that everybody wants to go see? What is there that you want to go see?
I want to go see the Paris, France.
The tower?
Where they have their aquarium.
Oh, okay. Nice. I was going to say, if you were going to say the Eiffel Tower, we got that here on the Strip. So if you want to come to Vegas and check that out, you can come here and see that.
Not the same as the original, Harry.
Oh, it's not? Okay. All right. Riley, do you have any questions for Raquel or Dustin?
I have a question for Dustin.
What's that?
How long have you been doing Special Olympics?
Great question, Riley. I've been an athlete now for almost 24 years. This September, I'll be celebrating 24 years.
And then my second question is, are you kind of bummed that we're not having sports until after June 30th?
I am a little bit bummed about that, but the good thing about this and great thing about the Harry Hour and everything that's going on all week long for you guys, it helps keep us active and engaged, so we're really not missing sports that much. We all get to socialize during this time.
I wanted to tell you, I've been an athlete in Special Olympics for going on 14 years now.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Riley. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Thanks, Harry.
All right. Well, to close it out, Stephanie, thank you for being my wonderful co-host today. Dustin, thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you for the invite.
And Raquel, thank you for being our second guest today and showing everybody the 7-layer dip with your co-host, Rocco.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Ari.
Hello.
Ari came in, showed up, you know, fashionably late to let us know about the game of games. But remember, next week the Harry Hour is at 1:30, and we'll be doing a workout with Coach Jenny to lead us into the Nevada opening ceremony and virtual summer games next week. So everybody, we're going to unmute you all. And I want you to say thank you. Please say thank you to Dustin and Raquel and Stephanie for being our host and guest today. All right. So Amanda, if you can unmute everybody, and we'll see you guys next week for the Harry Hour.